Hello, everybody. This, is just me, Brandon. You know, the host, creator, basically the only motherfucker who really is truly dedicated to this site. Nah, I'm just kidding. The other Nick Squared, even Dustin, they're all doing their thing. They all got, we're all working jobs and such, people. But, anyways, you're probably wondering what the hell you're looking at. Why is Spec Ops Line playing while I'm listening to Brandon? Basically, I'm going to be honest with you. I have some form of sickness where I feel like, I'm playing a game on my free time. Why don't I review this? Like, I can't just play games anymore, people. I have to review it. I don't care how old it is. World must know my opinion on this game. And that's basically what this has turned into, where I feel like, I might as well, somebody might not know about this game, so I'm going to call this, let's see, maybe the Bloody Screens recommendations. No. I'll think of a name. I say we as, if you think of a name, by all means. But basically, these are going to be random reviews of games that I have recently just played, and it's going to have with the gameplay with it, so it's not just the pictures. And yes, I will eventually get our regular audio reviews of actual recent games. It'll eventually come to. It's just something where, I'm busy and I'm trying to get those reviews out as quickly as I possibly can. And plus, I am doing this as a way of keeping shit on our site. Let's be honest. I try to keep daily stuff for you people. I really, really, really do. Just hopefully we can, tell your friends about this. So anyways, I will of course be talking about Spec Ops, The Line. Oh wow, this game, okay. If you have not played this game really starts out kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. It starts out generic third-person cover-based shooter. And I'll be honest, I really don't give a shit. I'm just, you're going cover, shooting some, let's be honest, they're just Arabians, they might as well come from the Medal of Honor games or something. They're just the same palette-swapped enemies we've been fighting. You start shooting Americans and it gets deeper story. But what really starts selling me on this game is a few factors. One, you play as Captain Walker or Nolan North, because it's just Nolan North doing Nolan North. And he's kind of a bland character for the most part, but he starts really getting humanized towards the middle and end of the game. I mean, this game, one, it kicks the shit out of him. Like, literally, he fucking, by the end of the game, he is limping, his ear is gone, his side of his face is burned, he is beating the fucking shit. And this game is dark. Let's put it this way. This is one of the darkest third-person action modern military shooters. Yeah, hell of a category. I want to see that on more of those, on like a GameStop wall. Third-person action game, oh my god. Just goes on for a full paragraph. Anyways, yeah, this is one of the darkest games. And yes, it does take from, Heart of Darkness and, Apocalypse Now. I mean, it takes a lot from those movies, but it's actually a great fucking story. I mean, the story in a nutshell is Dubai was hit by a giant sandstorm. And somehow these three guys are able to walk in the sandstorm, but they somehow can't get people to walk out. I'm a little hazy on that part, why they can't just try to figure out a way. But during the sandstorm, they sent the 33rd, the damned 33rd, in to, save these people. Well, they couldn't save them in time, and they ended up getting stuck there. Well, I want to say a few months have passed, and they're like, well, we haven't heard anything from these guys. So they send in Delta Squad, which is 3 guys, yeah, big squad, 3 guys. You have Captain Walker, you have, Sergeant Lugo and Lieutenant Adams. Yes, I remembered. Those 3 guys, they walk in, it's all a mystery. And then you finally, you're walking in, it's like Mad Max looking, everything's destroyed, sand is everywhere. you eventually meet up with the palette-swapped Arabian enemies that, you look like American soldiers, so they start shooting at you. Well, you kill them, you fight some more, you eventually get to this point in the game where you hear a radio DJ who not only is playing great fucking music, but something's up at now, because you're seeing graffiti on the wall saying, like, where's all the water? Someone save us, damn the 33rd. And eventually you find out the 33rd kind of just made martial law there. And they started ruling under an iron thumb, and these people are starting to rebel. And that's about as far as I'm going to get in the story, because it takes a fucking great turn. It gets dark, gritty. Honestly, do not play this around little kids. Do not let your... Honestly, I know I hate to be the whole censorship guy. Don't really let the 14-year-old son play it either. I mean, he could play it and handle it, but this game is real fucking mature. I mean, honestly, this game lives up to its M, and it's bloody, it's gruesome. You get into some dark shit, and I mean, I'm not saying if you're preteen or whatever, you can't see it. Like, no. I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend. It's, Call of Duty does not hold a candle to this. I know people are like, well, what about that scene in Call of Duty 2 where you have to shoot up those people in the airport? Yes and no, because at least, I mean, I don't know about you people. Shooting the people in the airport, it was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but whatever. It didn't do nothing for me. But some of the shit you do in here, inadvertently do here, is just wow. Because they will show you how fucked up it is, and then they actually give the character you're being with emotion, being like, oh fuck, he just did this, and maybe you're not making the right decisions on what you're doing, and it's really great storytelling, and which is a real shame, because the beginning starts out so generic. You're like, oh fuck, this game's gonna be long. I mean, I reviewed this back when I was working on another site. And yeah, I did. That's when I used to just write all the reviews, and who likes reading? Yeah, as I found out when I used to do written reviews for this site, no one really likes to read, so I might as well just talk and have video play. But whatever. The game is hard. I mean, not like it's not NES like Contra. Fuck you. You have 3 lives or 30 lives if you do the code. It's not that hard, but it is really good challenging. Like, this is the perfect type of challenge. I hate it when gamers are like, well, I need to play, I have to play Halo on heroic, otherwise it's no fun. Shut up. You can play it on normal, it's fun. This one, you put it on the normal difficulty, you will get the right amount of challenge. You will die, you will get killed. I'm not lying, you will get killed, and some of the enemies... sometimes if you're not careful, you will get your ass kicked. I found that out. I do have a couple of complaints with the gameplay, though, is, first, they kind of do this horrible thing, which I don't really like in games, like, Halo does this, and a few other games do this. They don't give you enough ammo in your guns. They don't give you enough ammo in your guns, so you have to constantly switch guns. They give you plenty of guns to switch through, but some of the guns you don't want to switch to. Like, this game has shotguns. I'm not the biggest fan of the shotgun, because shotgun in video games, unlike in real life, has no fucking range. It's just like, 2 feet in front of you. Da-ba-da-ba-da. In real life, it'd be like, you can hit, you could hit somebody across the room, unlike, in video games. I don't really know how fucking far a shotgun can hit. I just know it can be far, okay? Damn it. I don't... It's not a bad part of the gameplay, but it's not something I like when that happens. I don't like it when games force me to constantly, you gotta pick up the machine gun, you gotta get the shotgun, you gotta constantly switch weapons. It does have a novel thing to do, though. A way of getting back some extra ammo, is sometimes you will injure an enemy. Like, they actually get injured, which I love that. And they'll be on the ground like, help, and you can walk up to him, run up to him, whatever the fuck you want to do. I like to walk up to him because it just seems way more badass. You walk up to him, when you get to hell, tell him Brandon sent you. No! But basically, you go up to him and he has 5 different executions he can do, and You kill them, but you get a reward for executing them. It's not just the glory of killing somebody up close, but you get you get ammo back. They'll give you like 15 more bullets and maybe 8 more bullets for this gun. They give you some bullets back, which, 15 doesn't sound like a lot, but the enemies die pretty realistically in a way. Enemies, like you as well too, you can't take more than a few bullets before you're down. I mean, sometimes you literally could use one bullet and you can kill an enemy. If you hit them in the head, it takes no more than one. So I applaud the game for that, how they're just like, yeah, you may have limited ammo, but enemies really don't take a lot. It's not like only the armored enemies can take a severe amount of punishment, but even them, that just adds to a different form of strategy. The biggest flaw I find in a cover-based shooter is when the cover-based mechanic isn't the most refined. It works, but sometimes I found myself when, you have the ability to, jump between cover like you do in cover-based shooters. Well, when you do that, he doesn't get behind cover. He'll run to the cover, but then you have to press X again for him to actually get behind cover and, do what he does. So I found that kind of a big flaw where I'm just like, it got me killed a few times. I'll be like, oh, I gotta get up closer, and you just stop and stand there, and then, oh, I'm dead. I'll be like, God damn it, you son of a bitch, Walker. And it doesn't have the best cover mechanic, but everything else works just fine. The aiming, your squad mechanics, and the AI. The enemy AI is fine, but your partner AI they're kind of stupid. They'll be running way in front of me. Like, we're pushing back enemies, and all of a sudden, Lugo's just running right up there. I'm like, dude, whoa. I'm your captain. I'm way the fuck back here. I didn't tell you to go up there and kill that dude. But the squad mechanics overall are good. I mean, basically all you can do is say, it'll give you occasionally give you the choice saying, stun those, stun command, or you say you have an annoying sniper, you could tell him to, hey, shoot that mother up there, and you could kill him. Otherwise the gameplay is just a cover-based shooter, and the story is great, the sound is amazing. Like, literally, because they have this kind of psychotic DJ that's one of the main antagonists in the story, it's, him and Conrad, who is the leader of the 33rd, but the DJ has, like, speakers wired up everywhere throughout Dubai, and it'll play some great music. I mean, you got Hush from Deep Purple, you got Nowhere to Run from, made famous, in my opinion, by the Warriors. You get a lot of good music, and it's really awesome in a way. Sadly, when you eventually confront the DJ, of course the music stops, and then I'm just like, well, shit. Oh well, what's really great about this game, and no one would expect this game has like almost 6 different endings. I mean, there's many different ways this game can end. And I won't tell you a single one because they're all spoilers. As in because I'm talking about the fucking ending, that's why. The only parts I thought were a little lackluster were the turret sequences, where they would have you in a helicopter, a Black Hawk helicopter on a minigun, which honestly is kind of like my wet dream, using miniguns. I love miniguns, but in a game that's a cover-based shooter, it kind of gets a little annoying because there's nowhere for you to go. You're just kind of like, oh, I better find the enemy that's shooting me. And that can be a little stressful at times. But, overall, the game it's a fun game, and it's cheap as hell. Like, I literally, on Gamefly, of course, I buy my games off Gamefly because they'll occasionally have nice little sales where they're like $8. And this game I got for like $8. It was dirt fucking cheap. I mean, you have $8, this game is worth, at least, honestly, with the multiplayer, which is, your typical generic kind of shoehorned in multiplayer, but you're getting an 8-hour story with multiplayer, no payments. It's not like you have to buy the multiplayer. Oh, we bought it used, stuff, shit, No. You could buy it, it's probably on a Gamefly for about $10 to $15. You are not losing money for buying this game. Literally, this is worth that, used price. I mean, I wouldn't say like, oh, you better get it brand fucking new. No. That is the exact opposite of what I'm going for. But I would say, if you get it used, it's worth every penny. It's worth checking out. You can rent it and probably get the same about the same experience. But this is one of those games I like going back to because it has different options. It's not a linear story. You have choices. I mean, granted, the choice is either fucked up option B or fucked up option, A, A or B. But in retrospect, it still has me feeling like I have a choice in the story. So I'm gonna have to rank this I'm gonna have to give it a solid B. This is a good game. It's one of those games I really I love the shit out of this game. I really do. And I'm not the biggest fan of these modern military shooters, but when they do something different, I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. So I give this a B. This was like the Brandon's reviews. I don't know. We'll think of a name for this. Post in the comments at bloodyscreen.weebly.com. Visit bloodyscreen.weebly.com for, all our content and stuff. Basically, I suggest you go there if you want to comment. Because you comment in YouTube, I will not see it. I'm guaranteeing I use YouTube as more of a form to put the videos on. Visit us there. Subscribe to our videos, so that way you know when they come out, because we have shit that comes out every day. So, really, you need to subscribe. You can't just, I wonder when they came back, because you'll just have a list of shit. So you subscribe, seriously. If you have a game that you would like me to check out, I'm not holding myself in high regard saying, hey, if you want to hear my opinion on it, but if you want me to check it out, I will put my opinion on it, of course. Let me know. I will totally check it out. There are going to be some speculations. If it's like an old Nintendo game, probably not going to happen. It has to be a certain kind of game, basically. It has to be with the PS2, Xbox 360, PS3, PC. It has to be in that range. It can't be a Nintendo game. It can't even be an MMO. It could be WoW if you really want me to, but I really don't want to. Overall, yeah. I'm open to play any game. So if you got a game, let me know. I will find it, try to check it out. I will play it. And I'll let you know what I thought of it as well. So that's it, everybody. Don't forget to throw your stuff on our comment section on our website. That website, again, is bloodyscreen.weebly.com. We will get our own domain if we get more viewers, really. So it's up to you, people. Tell your friends, really. Just get us known, people. Thank you, everybody. Good night.